Hey, so we're here inside the scooter shop. We just got a bunch of new completes built up and out in the showroom floor. I also made sure to hang up, we just got all the new North decks. They're now the Horizon, the 6.2 size. So we got that in all the 3 different colors. And we got some more stock of our newest rider, Jordan. We got his signature 32 times deck in, so make sure you're checking that out on the website, supporting our riders. But in general, we support scootering. But today, the first thing we're gonna do, I gotta pack up a couple orders. We got some more parts going out to another one of our team riders, Ryan Mendoza. So he's getting one of the new North decks, and then he needs a rigid fork, and he needs a new set of the river wide wheels. He's been riding the 30 by 115 river wheels. We've been selling a bunch of those here at the shop, so we're gonna pull some off the wall, pack it up for him, get his order sent out, and then I have a customer order. I got some wheels. I'm gonna pack that up with some stickers and goodies and whatnot, get that shipped out, and then yeah, we'll see what else happens with the day. Alright, I gotta print a label for that. This is our Team Rider's wheels. He needs rigid fork. And we already set a deck aside for him because when we got our wholesale order in, I made sure to get us extra of he wanted a black 23. So this is the North Horizon 6.2 by 23. So we've got that up here on the wall as well as on the site. But these things are awesome. The North decks, they come with technically a brake, but it's a very solid feeling brake, so it's gonna perform more like a fender, so it's kind of like that best of both worlds. They have a nice solid back end, so they have these aluminum dropouts inserts. They are gonna prevent the deck from kind of bending and cracking like some others that have like the plastic inserts and whatnot. So, these decks are not the most expensive, but they're also not the cheapest, and with that, you're not gonna be cheaping out on things like high quality. So that's the thing. It's like there are some boxed ends that you can save some money on, but just keep in mind, anything in scootering, when you're saving a little bit of money, it's usually a compromise on quality. Not always, but just, look into stuff like that. Because for some, if you just want your first box deck and you need it to be as inexpensive as possible, a deck that has plastic inserts is a good thing. If you're not gonna be denting and bending the deck like crazy in the back, then you're okay to just save a little bit of money. However, if you're a really abusive rider, if you're always, slamming that back end into the ground left and right on rough concrete and stuff, you really gotta, spend that extra money to get something that can hold up for that sort of an impact. And in the long run, spent that money up front, got something beefier and stronger under your feet, it's gonna end up saving you money long term. So it's a better way to go about it. But it's more so, like I said, just always think about your purchases more so than, oh, this deck's cheaper, let's buy it. Like, no, think about, okay, why is it cheaper or why is one more expensive? Is that worth it for me? Because it's not always about just that ticket price out the door. Sometimes it's about, how it's actually gonna last and perform for you down the road. Every scooter rider is unique, so it's always important to figure out what's gonna work for you, your own budget and your own riding. He didn't ask for grip tape, but he needs grip tape. So before I ship this, I'm also gonna grip it up. With that said, whenever you guys are buying a deck online, if you reach out, contact us, or write in the order notes, and you're buying a deck and a grip tape, usually that means you're gonna want it installed. However, you gotta let us know. So in your order notes or call afterwards, but reach out. I would love to put your grip tape on your deck prior to shipment. That's a service that we offer for free. But again, you just gotta let us know. All right, so I know that Ryan is real excited to ride this North deck. He's had some in the past and he's excited to get on the new 6.2. But I know that he does also love Tilt and he rides a couple of the Tilt products. So we have the brand new Tilt T cutout grip tape, the die cut. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna give him this and then I'll be able, I was trying to film this grip tape the other day when we got it in, but it's one of those grip tapes that it really, because it's a die cut, you're not really gonna see how awesome it is until you see it on top of a deck. that's where its true beauty comes out, you know, because this is a very simplistic design, but in a good way, you know? I mean, simplicity is a great thing, especially the way that Tilt does it. So little subtle bit of colors right here is gonna be nice. Unfortunately, Ryan's deck is black, so now that I'm saying this out loud, we'll also have to do some sort of like patch of color, white, so we'll do something now that I think about it, but I still think this is a good grip tape to go for him. All right, so what we decided on, I was looking at some of the stickers that we had, but none of the stickers were able to fill out the entire tee, so I don't want like half of it to be one color and then this little corner to be the other color or whatever. So this deck has the gold inserts, so I'm gonna go to our sticker making stuff and grab just a little square of vinyl, so essentially just a flat colored sticker. Pop that down on the deck and then do the grip tape over top, and then we'll have that color shining through, and then hopefully that'll contrast well with the gold back here. So I'm gonna grab that and we'll get that going. I should be putting adhesive vinyl down, but I didn't have shiny gold adhesive vinyl. If this was like a customer's scooter, I'd probably make sure I put an adhesive vinyl down, but since this is for Ryan, I know this is gonna be fine, but I don't actually have like adhesive vinyl, so I'm just making it kind of minimal to where that'll be down there, but the grip tape itself is gonna hold the vinyl in place because this is adhesive, so it's not like it's not gonna bubble, it's not gonna move. However, I wouldn't do it for a customer's scooter, but there's definitely nothing wrong with this. But that's why I'm definitely trying to minimize the amount of vinyl I'm putting down, just because adhesive vinyl wise, I only had yellow. It's just not gonna look as good as the actual shiny gold will. And now I'm just gonna do the grip tape like normal. Sunny out. Came outside to see the Tilt tee shine in the sun. Shining in the headlights. The sun went away. Woo. It's not just sunny out, it's hot out. So I am also gonna grab some more padding, because pretty much whether you're a customer or a team rider, just in general with most brands, North does good. They actually do include a little bit of styrofoam, but most brands don't really give a lot of support for the front of the deck. And this spot right here is like the #1 spot where when in delivery, decks get dented or bent in the front right here. I've had wholesale orders show up where front of a deck is just bent in, because when this thing drops, that spot always hits the ground first with all the 4 or 5 pounds of weight of a deck coming down, and it's only about like a 1/16 inch thick wall of aluminum right there. So it's very easy when there's not a headset installed for that area to bend if it hits the ground. And as great as the Postal Service and FedEx are, you know, they're gonna throw your package here and there. It's gonna happen. So I'm not gonna pretend like they're not gonna throw it. I'm just gonna reinforce it to account for the fact that it's gonna get tossed and it's gonna get dropped. I'm gonna throw these items in, and then you can grab all that extra padding to reinforce the front and fill this gap right here. And I don't know if you watched it, but in a previous video I explained about how packing materials like this, when I get wholesale orders in, I'll keep all this stuff. So that way, one, it's kind of like recycling, and two, it saves us some money. Like fancy bubble wrap, somebody else paid for this, and then I paid for it because I pay thousands and thousands in shipping, and so all that stuff adds up. I didn't pay for it, but I paid for it. That'll fit good, and then I'm just gonna reinforce the front. Alrighty, and then all we gotta do now, go ahead, print a label, pop it on the top. This is probably gonna go UPS. We'll take it to the place, give it to the people, get it to Ryan. I got that customer order packed up, and we've got this Team Rider order all packed up, ready to go. I've got one more grip tape job to do. This one will be a little bit more fun. We're gonna use a couple different sheets and do a custom sticker job underneath because we got the new North Scooters clear grip tape in. I don't think it's new. I think I just haven't had it in the shop before. I think it's been out for a while, but. All right, let's pop your scooter up on the vise.
Cool.
And let's start talking about what we're doing. No. Oh, no. Oh no, it's crappy grip tape. Well, there's residue left. And you wanted to do clear. So, do we attempt to goo on the entire deck? This is a lot of goo to go on.
Oh there, buddy. No, I don't have to get in my bearings. Actually, I might do my bearings some favors. They're not rolling to it right now.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some goo in there that could be gone. Newport gunk. I can see the gunk. I can see the goo. It's not even getting to the adhesive. It's just sitting on top of the plastic film.
Smells great.
It does smell good.
I think that was a joke.
Oh, I guess like if you don't eat it, they don't have to tell you what's in it. I was like, let me read the ingredients and see what's in this, but I guess they probably don't want people to know.
Sure, it's toxic.
Do not use on silk, leather, suede, urban art parts, scooter decks, grip tape residue. Man, we really messed up. My prediction, the Goo Gone has done nothing.
My prediction is it has also done nothing. New prediction, I think it may double the goo.
You know, you're gonna have to just buy a new deck.
It definitely just made it so much worse.
Yeah?
No, yeah, for sure. Most companies, when they're like looking into grip tape, they're looking into how it performs. And in my opinion, all grip tape performs for the most part fine. I mean, there's a couple brands that maybe could be a little bit grittier, but overall, like all grip tape that's sold as grip tape is gonna grip your foot. Some is better, like that new tilt grip tape is really good, the extra coarse stuff. You know, essentially, to me, as somebody that puts my hands and tools on thousands and thousands of sheets of grip tape, one of the things that always ends up happening is stuff like this, to where the installation and the removal of the grip tape is where the difference really comes into play. And it doesn't necessarily, like, it's not that this is bad quality grip tape, it's phenomenal grip tape for riding on.
Yeah.
As far as scootering is concerned, it's high quality grip tape. But as far as this aspect, the shop standpoint, and that's the thing right now in our industry, is when we're mostly online retailers and not as many people like me that are physically touching all these things, then there's a little bit of a disconnect between the manufacturers and the rider. And that's something, I mean, I've gone back and forth with a handful of brands before about how, like, I'll try and let somebody know, like, hey, you know, phenomenal, super high quality, one of the best sellers. However, there's like a little issue of this isn't the nicest in application, or, you know, this was a good idea, but when people actually try and use it, it creates compatibility issues. Like, random, I could talk on and on about things that can arise and exist, but when companies don't have enough people like me that are putting their hands on the products, like every single day, and not just putting their hands on it to install it, but actually like getting feedback from customers, like that's so valuable for a brand. So that's why I find it almost funny when, like, I'll try and give like really constructive, positive feedback to some people sometimes, and sometimes it's received as like, why don't you think our stuff is better? It's like, no, your stuff is great. I'm trying to say words to make it even better. So when I put the Goo Gone on, let it set in. The Goo Gone does work. This is just an oddly large amount of adhesive that's left over. It's not normally like this. If you were just getting like a sheet of plain black grip tape, I could just go over the adhesive and it wouldn't be that big a deal. But because you want to do stickers and clear, you know, we're going that extra step and making sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when the sheet of grip tape came up, there's nothing really holding the adhesive together. So now it's just gunk. But it wants to stay with itself, kind of like water. I'm not a chemist, but like I'm sure these molecules like each other.
Is the goo gone?
It is almost gone.
We have one last little section.
So when Pytel was talking about the grip tape being bad, he means not the top of the grip tape, but when it leaves something like that.
Yeah, and again, I'm not saying anything bad about the company or the quality of the products. I'm just saying, like,
There
it's a
shouldn't
bit,
be that.
it's a bad experience for the consumer. Because if I wasn't here doing what I do, somebody would be at home without Goo Gone, maybe, you know, like a random scooter rider isn't gonna like be ready to Goo on their deck. Like this isn't a process that should have to exist, because there's 90% of the grip tapes out there, you can ride it for months and then just peel it up in one sheet and have no residue. That's it. Now we just gotta get rid of the Goo Gone now, because it leaves an oily leftover. So now we need the non-Windex bottle that has water and alcohol mixture in it.
That's about right. Sick.
I just sprayed stuff till I figured out what made the Goo Gone go away.
So you made the goo gone. And you made the goo gone.
Now I need to make the Goo Gone goo gone.
Oh, you need to make the gone
And
goo
the
itself.
way that I do that is it's just alcohol based. Then I just need to spray it with an air compressor because it'll evaporate real fast. Like it's already mostly evaporated.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna use all of these stickers. I just grabbed some of my favorites that I had. Yeah, just before the brown right on the edge. Looks good to me. Somewhere else, but
Just do the ECX circle right there.
I'm sick.
All right. Couple air bubbles that'll come out as you ride, but this is all set. Something's loose.
Dude, the pro sticker almost looks the coolest because it looks like it's like 3D with all the sparklies.
It looks sick.
Excuse me, sir. You're not allowed a scooter in here. Alrighty, Garrett, you are all set with that fresh, clear grip tape. It looks good with all the stickers underneath.
Yep, I'm kind of glad we went for just the plain clear.
Heading off to the post office and get these things mailed out to these guys. I'm gonna head out, get some food, and then do some more computer work tonight. Always working on scooter stuff. So yeah, thanks again for watching. See you at the next one.